on, guys? Welcome back to another video on my channel. Today, as you guys can see, we're in the shop again, but S14 is back on the lift. I don't want it to be on the lift, but you know, just me being a whole rookie to the diff thing, my diff sounds like a dog box in combination with my transmission. So that's definitely not good, since it's just a stock 5-speed and we put a welded in this. And I've been not really procrastinating. I've just been waiting to get on the lift for the longest time now to take the diff out again and take out the shims, because yeah, it's really loud. At like 80 miles per hour, it's that's all you hear. Even music can't even drown it out. But yeah, you know, you live, you learn. It was my first time taking apart a diff, and obviously Marcus warned me, you know, just be careful when you're pulling it out because the shims are gonna go everywhere, and that's exactly what it did. If you guys look back to that video when we welded the diff, you saw what happened. But James is with me because he just finished his diff for his Miata. You'll see it on Chris's channel. And if you're coming to me, you're about to do mine again. This is probably like the 4th time we're doing the diff. So yeah, we'll get it right this time. Hopefully just moving a shim over or a couple shims over or whatever will do the trick, just because like the dip's fine. It's just with the shims whining like this, well, the whole entire diff whining like this, I'm afraid he's gonna eventually just implode on himself eventually, which is a no-go. So we're just gonna set you guys up for a time lapse and just try to bust this out, because I've done this enough times where it should be cake. I say that now, it should be cake, but we'll see. So I'll cut the time lapse right now. All right, guys, so 30 minutes later, the diff is out. Yeah, you can hear the play in it.
We'll fix that.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess when I first swapped the transmission, I guess I overfilled it. I probably filled it I probably did like a bottle and a half when I was underneath. And then what I did was fill it by the shifter turret. And then it was definitely overfilled. But, you know, you live and you learn, like I said. You know, first time doing a manual swap, I was just like, you know, let me just make sure there's actually fluid in the bitch. Now we just gotta take the 300ZX diff cover off, drain the fluid, and then, you know, take the stub shafts out, unbolt the center gears and shit like that. And it's
easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah. Another time lapse. All right, guys, so after that time lapse with the diff, hopefully I wasn't blocking the view majority of the time, but you'll see when I cut it up. But upon discovery, James found that all the welds that Marcus did, they broke, like just about every single one of them, and that's on both sides. So I did a little too much clutch kicking, but it makes sense because the diff kind of felt kind of inconsistent sometimes. It wasn't always you know, perfectly symmetry with both wheels at the same exact time like a welded diff should. So, you know, it makes sense, but I mean, it still locks. So we're definitely gonna have to re-weld that. And since I don't have work tomorrow, what I'm thinking is taking one of Chris's cars home, and it's probably the ND, but I could barely fit in the ND. So unless we swap car, if the truck's still here, No, so he took the truck home. So
he would have to come back.
Yeah.
Give us the key anyway.
Give us the keys.
But we'll take the truck and he can take.
Yeah. Okay. I'll call him in a second. But yeah. So I don't know if you can see it, but. Yeah, all the welds broke. You can see that at the bottom there. I mean, it's not Marcus's fault. You know, he thought it would last, but obviously a lot of people in the comments said to plate it, and obviously plating is usually the way to go, especially for welded diffs, but you know, it is what it is. Yeah, so I might as well just take it apart now and just get it ready, cleaned up and everything as much as we can so we get re-welded tomorrow. James might either bring a stick welder so he just stick it up, or bring it over to HP and have Marcus redeem himself. So, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't want to do that because with his wisdom teeth being taken out and all stuff, we'll see what happens. But yeah, just got to take that apart again. But we got to do that anyways for the shims. So yeah. Yep. So this is gonna be a 2-day type of thing. So
she's gonna stay here.
Yeah, sadly she's gonna stay on the lift. And yeah, I mean, at least what we can do right now is do a tranny flush, but you know, we'll probably wait for that tomorrow. But overall, I'm gonna call Chris and see a game plan because that's bad. Okay guys, so we're gonna call it a night right now. There's no point in putting the diff back in because we have to get it re-welded anyways. So we're gonna do the shims and the welding tomorrow, early morning. James and I are gonna bust ass for that. So right now, S14 stuck on a lift again. Not really a new sight, but it's quite annoying, but that's 240 life. So yeah, so we're gonna bust out this early in the morning. It's just so Chris can do his thing tomorrow and you stay out of his way. I hate having to do this, but you know, it is what it is. It's part of the game, you know.
Just want to do it right.
Yeah, just got to do it right. That's it. So yeah, so I'll pick this up tomorrow morning. So let's go. All right, guys. So it is now the next morning. I'm at the shop. James is on his way, but right now I'm about to take out the center core, as you guys can see. Easy as that. Just take off the caps right there, stub shafts, and then these are the tricky parts right here. You gotta make sure you don't lose, or when you first take it apart, make sure you know where it is the first time, so you don't mess up like me and have a dog box differential. But I'm gonna take this out and then take the ring gear off and then clean out the inside as much as I can so Marcus can re-weld it. All right guys, so update, center core, James just brought it to Marcus, so we're gonna get that welded. And yeah, while we were waiting for Marcus to get to the shop, we basically drained the transmission fluid and then just added the new stuff. Super quick, super simple with that Amazon pump. And yeah, so I shouldn't be leaking from the transmission anymore since I overfilled it. But you know, like I said earlier, you live and you learn. What I probably did was fill the 2 quarts in the transmission. I didn't see anything leak out, so I was like, okay, let me just fill the rest with the shifter turret. And I probably put like a good bottle in the shifter area, so it was definitely overfilled. And which is kind of bad because obviously if you overfill something, it's not going to be good and can cause a lot of damage. So hopefully, you know, it makes the transmission feel a lot better, and hopefully the noise goes away, because the transmission whined a little bit in like 3rd, 4th, and 5th, mostly just 4th and 5th, and like under load. And then the diff, obviously with the shims in the wrong place, it will definitely make some noise. So hopefully we just got to move one thing around, just because James said that it might have been in the right spot, maybe. I mean, who knows, just because, you know, all he knows is his Mazda one, and Nissan might be slightly different. But then again, diffs are diffs, so we'll see. We'll just gotta fix the play. All right, so a little bit later, diff is all back together, nice and re-welded. Came into a little mishaps, but it's all fixed now. As you see, it's all back together, filled with fluid. Now it's time to put it back in. Okay guys, so the time is now about to be 2 o'clock. It's a little later than what we wanted it to be, but like I said, we ran into a little snag. I had Marcus weld in some nuts in the center, so like big nuts in the center, and to act as plates, but little did we know it was going to be too close, and I had to cut them out again after being welded, so that took some time. But everything is bolted back up, everything's nice and tight, diff is in, tranny is flushed, and now we just got to take the roadster out, move the drift car, get my car out of here, test drive it, and then bring the drift car in, and Chris can work on his car now. So thankfully, we were able to bust this out. Thanks to James for coming here early with me, real homie, and just gotta help out one another. So we're gonna drop the car, and then we're gonna see if it whines or not, or it makes any funny noises. It shouldn't anymore. So the only noise I actually hear is my driver's side axle clicking, is the one that I rebuilt, and yeah, and it's just a wear and tear item. So yeah, we're gonna drop it and then test drive. All right guys, so right now, first test drive of the diff and everything. Like I said, noises you might hear, the axles clicking and a little bit of my power steering, but feels a lot better. Yeah. Transmission. Way better. Oh yeah, it's way better now. Way better. No whining, no more. I think that was a job well done, James.
Yes, I think we got you, man.
Yes,
we got
sir.
you.
All right, guys. So back in the sad boy corner. I just finished editing the video. I'm super appreciative to James for sticking with me for 2 days in a row, getting my car done. Means a lot. Like I said, give you guys a James. James is a real homie. James is an MVP. But also shout out to Marcus for re-welding my diff, because he caked that sucker now. That thing ain't breaking anytime soon. If I do break it, there's something wrong with me, or my car is making like 1,000 horsepower out of nowhere. But that's all jokes aside. But thank you to Marcus, thank you to James for helping me out. Car is feeling and sounding a lot better now. No diff noise, no transmission noise. Just definitely gonna have to drive it a little bit and then swap the fluid out, just so like it gets all the slag and shit out of the diff after being re-welded again. So, but I'm going with the Redline shockproof. So for those of you out there that want to know the transmission fluid and the diff fluid that I run, I'm gonna be running Redline shockproof. It's definitely worth the money, and it's definitely gonna save your car in the long run. But yeah, I hope you guys like this video. Give it a thumbs up, put it down in the comments what you guys want to see next, and I'll see you guys in the next one.